Hello everyone and welcome to the e-course Digital Tools for Participatory Urban and Mobility Planning. This is a session called EcoZones Toolbox and I am Constanza Urbina, researcher at the Wuppertal Institute. In this session I will present the EcoZones Toolbox, which is a set of digital tools designed to empower communities to participate in sustainable urban and mobility planning. In this presentation I will show you the key features of the tool. We will go through a quick demo of each tool and then we will conclude with some final reflections. As it was introduced in the previous session of this unit, the toolbox was developed in the context of a larger project called EcoZones. This project was implemented in Mexico by a partnership between UII Mexico and the Wuppertal Institute and funded by the International Climate Protection Initiative (ICI) of the German federal government. The project included the implementation of pilots to promote sustainability, resiliency, and livability at a neighborhood level, and the toolbox was developed to support and engage local communities in the participatory processes, such as for conducting collaborative analysis. In this sense, the purpose of the EcoZones Toolbox is to provide collaborative digital tools that empower and inspire communities to initiate sustainable actions at the local levels. In this sense, these tools bring together local voices and allow to collect data and insights directly from the community and also offer innovative solutions to improve neighborhoods with a focus on sustainability. And these solutions could go from implementing green areas improvements to road safety measures. The toolbox includes two tools. First, we have the mobile app EcoZones, which is a tool for participatory mapping and service. With the app, the community members or users can conduct public space audits for identifying different challenges and opportunities in their neighborhoods. This could be unsafe crossings, deficient sidewalks, or areas with frequent road accidents. Some of the highlights of the tool are that it is possible to use it without internet connection, and this is an advantage for people or contexts with limited access to internet, so it's a feature that makes the app more accessible. Then it is also possible to take photographs and add comments. The app includes the mapping of sidewalks, bike lanes, crossings, or road accidents, and also includes a free mapping object which can be personalized for more specific mappings. The app is currently available for free download in the App Store and in Google Play, and here you can see the QR codes if you would like to scan it and download it. The second tool is the website platform ecozonas.org, which consists of a public dashboard that shows the data collected through the app. This dashboard allows the communities or decision makers to explore the results and data from the survey and mapping and visualize the data in maps, in graphs, and see more statistics. It is possible to filter all the data by gender, age, and disability, also to download reports and databases. And another relevant feature is that the platform allows to connect the survey results with a library of sustainable urban solutions. And these are measures for implementation of the different interventions focused on sustainability. For example, if the survey shows that there's an issue with road safety, the platform can suggest solutions to tackle this, such as traffic calming measures. Then, let's go to a quick demo focused on road safety of the tools. Okay, so let's start with the app. This is now available in English and Spanish, and we foresee to include more languages in the future. The first step is to create our session with our gender, age, and disability, and we can also write down our name user. And then it is shown a bit of background information on the project and some of the concepts that we use in the app, and then we get to the tools menu. Here, for working offline, we would have to download these tools, both the survey and the mapping, by using the top right bottom, this arrow, and then we will have all of the tools already available in our mobile phones, and we could go to map without connection to the internet. Let's go quickly through the survey. Well, as you can see, there are several questions here, and this is because the idea of the survey is to have a comprehensive assessment of a neighborhood in 4 dimensions: urban environment, disaster risks, environmental quality, and socioeconomic well-being. This was further explained in the previous session of this unit. So the idea is that we can gather as much as information as possible from the neighborhoods. In regards to road safety and walkability and cyclability, there are questions about safety perception, about involvement in road accidents, about mobility patterns, and so on. Let's go to the mapping tool. The first thing that we have to do for working offline is to download the map region, and in this way we can go outside and use the app and collect all the data without internet connection. Here it is organized, the mapping objects by dimension. We will focus on the urban environment dimension. Here we're seeing a sidewalk, and here we can assess if the sidewalk meets this criteria or not. If it has a designated walking space, wide enough, if the pavement is in good conditions, how is the lighting, if it has a good maintenance, if there are shaded areas. Also, we can assess how is the safety perception in this place, in the face of crime or in the face of harassment, and also during the day and during the night. Then we can assess how is the location, if it is near to shops, if it is near to bus stops or bike stations, and finally rate the overall perception of the sidewalk, if we find it bad, fair, or good. We can leave comments and also take photographs, and once we are done, we save the object, and then we have the dot already mapped. Let's go through another example. This is for proposing elements that maybe are missing. In this case is a sidewalk and pedestrian crossings. Here I'm proposing a pedestrian crossings. I can select the reasons for proposing this, and then I can save it. Another object relevant for road safety is this one, for road safety, for road accidents and conflicts. And here I can select the problems that I identify in this place. If there's an excessive vehicle speed, if it is unsafe for walking or cycling, or if there are road accidents. Another object that I will show you is for assessing pedestrian crossings, and this is similar to the sidewalk object, where we can select if the crossing meets the criteria, for example, if it is safe, if it has ramps, how is the distance for crossings, and also assess the overall perception on the crossing. Once we are done with our mapping, we can submit our data, and for this we would have to be connected to an internet network. And then once we press the top right button, the one that says submit data, all of these dots would be uploaded to the website ecozones.org that I will show you right now. Okay, so let's check our website EcoZones. Here we have a map with all the dots that have been mapped so far. In the right menu, we can see all the filters and all the lists of objects and dimensions, and I already filtered and I left only the objects related to road safety. If we scroll over the dots in the map, we will see more details on each of the objects. We can see the picture, we can see the type of object, in this case a pedestrian crossing, and we can also click on it, and this will be open with all of the detail of the assessment. We first see the evaluation, in this case is evaluated as fair. We see the picture and also the criteria, if it was met or not. Let's open one more. This is for potential sidewalks. We can see the picture of the place, Here the people are proposing a pedestrian street. Well, all of this information can be filtered by gender, also by age, also by disability. So the idea is that with these filters we can conduct more specific analysis. For example, if I would like to do more studies on how is the gender perception on the public space, there we can also see some results and some graphics. In this case, we have a specific graphic for safety perception in public spaces by gender, and here we can see the information a bit more processed. Now let's switch to the neighborhood survey tab, where we can explore the survey results. Here we have also the map to check what area we are seeing, and we have the results shown in this wheel by dimension, by these 4 dimensions. And in each dimensions there are specific topics that are addressed: sustainable mobility, road safety, mixed uses. So we can see what's the result for each of these topics for security, walkability, cyclability, etc. Also, if we scroll down, we would be able to see all the list of topics, and also we can see them by the best evaluated, the worst, and well, the complete list as well. All this information can also be filtered by gender, age, and disability. And the idea is that with this we also have like a comprehensive assessment on what's the situation of a neighborhood or the area that we are studying. If we filter the results by gender and age, also the wheel changes. In statistics, we can see more detailed information, and there are some graphs that process some of the data collected. For example, we have what's the neighborhood participation, what's the educational level, the employment data, the perceptions of safety for some public spaces. And here we can see the prioritized solutions for the worst evaluated topics in the survey. We have a list of 15 solutions, and here we are seeing one for active and car-free streets, probably because in the survey cyclability or walkability was not well evaluated. And if we see this card, we can see more information about the solution. For exploring more on these sustainable urban solutions, there is a catalog with more than 160 solutions. Here we can also filter them by dimension and by topic. So all of these solutions are related to different issues. In the case, for example, for walkability, there are solutions for safe access for schools. There's a description. There are also resources that can be further explored, like guidelines. In road safety, there are many measures related to public space interventions, such as traffic calming measures, it is shown here. Also measures related to physical infrastructure, both permanent and tactical urbanism interventions. There are solutions for street lighting, for improving the crossings and junctions, for street pedestrianization, and many more. I also invite you to check in the methodology tab all the resources that can be downloaded in the website. To conclude, some final thoughts on the EcoZones toolbox is that these digital tools can create a bridge between community knowledge and urban planning processes. It's a cycle. First, people gather local insights, and then the decision makers or urban planners, together with the community members, can use this information to co-create sustainable urban solutions. In this sense, these tools can empower communities to share their concerns and to be part of the planning processes in their neighborhoods. Um, Also, at the same time, these tools provide decision makers with localized data and bottom up data. And also, by using these methodologies or these tools in participatory processes, collaboration is promoted and also makes data collection more inclusive, more dynamic, and also more fun. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this was an interesting session. Please be also engaged in the next other two sessions where we will show some of the case study of using these tools in two neighborhoods in Mexico. Thank you very much.